G'day viewers, well, the bulbs arrived for this TV. I'm going to go pick it up out of the post tomorrow. I also picked up a been after a job site radio. I'm impressed at how good those damn things sound. They are impressive for sound, and they're actually cheaper when you look at it from a power perspective, how powerful loud they are to one of these big car, fancy car head unit ones I can make from scratch. So yeah, I've picked up a Milwaukee one, the older style M18. I like the old style shape that they discontinued. That's a proper nice boombox shape, so I got one of those. A good second-hand one for my place guy on eBay was selling one. So that should be coming tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to add Bluetooth to it. It's already got the auxiliary input. I'll add Bluetooth to it, and yeah, it will sound pretty good. They're just too overpriced to buy new, even other brands, just too expensive, so just get a good second-hand one. As for this, well, I can't get the CD player working. That motor appears to be stuffed. Same with the cassette drive. The cassette motor doesn't have enough torque. And as soon as I put the belt on, the slightest bit of load, it just doesn't spin up enough, and it just stops. So this thing actually must have seen a lot of use. I can see it's, yeah, it's just had a lot of use. It's just worn out. Same with the cassette mechanism. The head looks good and everything, but the pinch rollers have got a lot of tape oxide built up on them. Or sorry, the cap stands, not the pinch rollers or so. These pins are cap stands. You can see a lot of tape oxide built up on those. I cleaned it all up and got it all freed up and moved it by hand, but to see if I can test it, but no, it just isn't going to work. The motor has to be replaced. It's an auto deck, auto tape selector, normal, chrome, oxide and metal. Some of the JVC stereo I found out is the same thing. I don't know why, but these things they just so go for stupid amounts of money. This is loud, but it's not. It's loud, but it's not bassy like a proper boombox. It's sounds like a lot of treble, but not much bass to it. Even with this equalizer up flat out, an XPS on it. I tried different speakers. I got these big speakers on it, and yeah, it's just not as. It's okay, but not that good. I'll plug it in, give it a test. Oops, I just bumped it again. It does sound better with these big speakers on it, but put it on tuner. How can I put it? It's not quite as loud as a Kinta amp. I've got that little red Kinta amp that I got, little cheap Chinese amp. It's not quite as loud as that, even with the equalizers on max. I'd say it's probably about as on par, or slightly about 3/4 of volume output of this has, of that little Kinta amplifier. So it's not particularly great, but it's still collectible, but it's just in too rough condition. But I'll look after it. I'm going to replace the area on this because the reception on this is crap. With the job site radios, they just perform so much better for what they are. I mean, if you want a decent consumer radio, the job site radio is definitely the best way to go. By far. Better than any consumer thing you can buy now. Much better than any consumer rubbish. Anyway, let's put this back together and yeah, get those speakers apart. They're 2.7 ohms. Impedance 2.7 ohms. Peak input 50 watts. Wow. They can really handle that. It explains why this is so loud. 2.78 ohms is the input impedance range of this amp. The driving capacity. 2.78 ohms. So that low impedance is key to get more power out of the more loudness out of something, to not use as much power for what it is. So that's the trick they use. AV video going. Looking at some battery.
And here's an thermostatic fuse.
Not very loud.
So
that's loud.
If ever your cells don't work, I wonder how that would.
The equalizer's on minimum, on neutral anyway.
Check the voltage out of it.
It's not that loud.
10 volts. Go ahead and check that fuse. Might be something going on with that.
Let's try another song here. Let's try NCS again. Yeah, it's nowhere near as powerful as a Kinto or the Pi amp. These speakers rattle and distort because of the voice coils hitting the magnets. But that's... Skip the ad there. Anyway, the ad's finished. Can't pause that ad. Unskippable. So what I've done, if I turn this up, you're going to hear a little... That's just a voice coil bouncing on the magnet because there's no suspension on those big speakers. But that'll be fixed when I reframe those. Hopefully the foam for them will be here soon too. Internet broken, as usual. I'll just turn Wi-Fi off. I'm probably in a bit of a bad reception area here, behind the shed. It ain't bad. You hear the voice coils bouncing there. Yeah, this thing's not overly powerful. It's just yeah, probably a dirty connection. Looks like I've got bad capacitors because this is not working. These aren't working. They are working, it's not good. The balance isn't working properly in this either. Yeah. I think it's just this radio actually, because these speakers did work a bit better on the car head unit. I get the sound out of this one now. It's only on one speaker. How is this supposed to work? Anyway, you can hear this tweeter really good. These tweeters are working very, very well. I think it's just the radiator. I'll check the capacitors on the crossover inside these. There's no actual full-on crossover or coils on it in these. It's just this just uses two electrolytic capacitors to cross these over from the big main driver. That's what this uses. When I reframe these big ones, I'm going to check those capacitors if they're any good. If not, I'll just put new ones in. They're probably best to. I mean, it sounds pretty good with the original capacitors for this and here. Either way, if they sound better with a different amp, which I'll try it again, maybe in my Pi or my Bluetooth amp, if these sound really good equally, those capacitors are fine. So it's easy to fix either way. Hold it like that, it sounds better. You can see there. But when the foam arrives, it'll be remedied, so to speak. Fixed. I'm gonna thinking about vinyl, carbon fibre vinyl wrapping these. I reckon that'll look cool. And just put some rubber stick-on feet on it instead of these original ones. These speakers are kind of looking and sounding great when they're done. Yeah, not just this radio, it's gotta be. Must be just how it is. Anyway, stop that for a minute, turn this off, we'll try those speakers, just for difference. Give you a demonstration how they sound compared to them big ones. From 8 ohms to 2.7 ohms. Let's try this again. Turn it up there. But when there's bass, these things are tapping their voice coils. Yeah, it's the radio. It's not the speakers. That's got the same problem. There's something wrong with the left channel on this thing. There's something wrong with the amp. Okay, well, those people that were using this on the line, stacking stuff and just They're not the average audio file. They'll hacking up this speaker to this channel and that to that channel and shorten this wire out, shorten that wire out. It looks like they've damaged the amplifier in this. That channel's damaged. That explains it. They've overloaded the amplifier and damaged it. Because the right channel is fine. But the left channel, yeah, damaged the amplifier in it. And it explains why that channel was bad then, on the left side, because that was the one that I think they were messing around with the mostly. They put that much wires on those tiny little speaker bloody connections in there. They put that much wires and there was wire hanging out and they were just shorting out and carrying on, so yeah, that's not going to do it any good. Pasta's good in there. Yeah, damaged amplifier. Anyway, let's get these speakers apart. Here it is constructed in there. That's a Sheeta brand, Panasonic 2.7 ohms, SGP, Singapore. That's where it's made. Frame what toboggan. Not a bad speaker actually. There's a frame there, it's about to fall apart. Look at that, it's already gone weak. You get into those damn screws all the way in there. They're just a pain in the ass. Sort of makes a sort of a gadget to go in that screwdriver that just goes through it and just like a hose to centre that damn thing. What a pain in the ass. Funny looking piezo tweeter, which is that little tiny bit there. It's a piezo electric tweeter. Wow. Now if this thing wasn't so buggered, I could reframe these speakers quite cheaply. Redo these. There's people in the Boombox forum who've done this, fixed these models, very models up. They've collected them and they've, instead of reframing these speakers, they've just replaced them. But I think you're better off reframing these to keep it original. Actually not a bad speaker. It's just showing this amplifier when it's damaged. Look at it, riveted on, everything. Wow. Got to keep this upright like this. This is a Delta Gun CRT, this TV, but it's well shielded, so still take caution though. That's a surround. Yeah, it's kind of buggery, look at that. Frame wadded speaker surround. Decent speaker. Yeah, look at that. Look at the excursion on it. It's actually a decent speaker. Push the dents back out. It just needs to be refoamed. Pop all this off and just refoam it. That's actually not a bad speaker. Heavy duty paper cone. I'm impressed. Better than I thought, these speakers. These would be worth fixing. These would probably sound good in another Pi amplifier. Those little Chinese amps. Be perfect for that. That'll get the closest to the 20 watts that advertises. 2.7 ohms, that'd be good for something like that small. Those little Chinese amps. This would be perfect because it's a low impedance. To get the power output that they claim. Anyway, I'll put this back together for now without the screws. I want to pull the other one apart and wash these enclosures. Just give it a good clean. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.